From me right now. Because for transparency's sake, I'll let you guys know I am incredibly nervous right now. Maybe it's because there have been some great comics coming up before me, but it may be because I have very rarely done this before. I'm still really new. See, that's all I had to do to get you guys on my side. I just had to tell you I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Hey, listen.
Yeah?
On my birthday, I had to spend on Sentinel for my first.
Well, that's cool. Thank you. So, part of the reason why I'm so nervous is because the last time I was here at camp, which was also the first time I was here at camp, which was also the first time I'd ever performed comedy, I had probably one of the most unique experiences of recent memory. Back in November, back in November, I had an epiphany that really all you gotta do is tell funny stories about yourself. That's all stand-up comedy is, right? Right? No, it's nothing like that. Well, kind of, but not just like that. But I have met Matt before. So I came by and I thought, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be a little bit critical. I'm gonna, pay attention. I'm gonna talk to Matt, talk to some of the other comedians, and learn. Maybe next time I can learn. Matt, however, had a different idea. Matt thought, fuck it, just do 5 minutes. I have no material prepared. He tells me just do 5 minutes. So I wanted to stay in the darkest corner of the bar, and I sit down and I start to try to write up what I say. And I've written for about 30 seconds, so I have my name, and I feel someone tap me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and I am now face to face with the most beautiful girl that has ever tapped me on the shoulder. And she looks at me and she says, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" Now, this doesn't have to be live. I don't have people come up to me at bars. I'm not really that kind of guy, but I think maybe it's just something not cool. So I was just trying to ask her where I got my shirt, so I can go over if someone needs that. So I said, yeah, ask me whatever. And she says, okay. And she takes her hand and she puts me in this position here. I have no idea what it is. She looks at me and she goes, this is missionary position, right? Yeah. Now I realize this is not the innocent question I thought it was going to be, and I look at it and I go, yeah, that's pretty much missionary. And she says, okay. And she rearranges her face, and she goes, okay, what if the guy, or what if the girl puts her legs on the guy's shoulder? Is that the same position? Yeah. I'm no sexpert, but I'm pretty sure that's no longer missionary. That's a different named position. Don't ask me what the name is, but it's different. So I say, that's a totally different position. And she gets all excited, because apparently she made a bet, and I'm the only person that's ever agreed with her when she's asked this question. So I'm pretty happy about that. I've made her laugh, I've made her happy, that's cool. So we talked for a couple more minutes, and I get a message on my phone. I turn around, check it, I turn back around, it's been maybe 45 seconds. And when I turn back around, she's gone. Like, not just, I don't see her anymore, but there is no trace she was ever there. Her stool is pushed in, her drink is gone, the coaster's gone, the napkin is gone, and I think, was I just visited by the finger-fucking fairy? Like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. But before I have time to really think about it, I hear something I was not expecting to hear. I hear, everybody put your hands together for a very funny comedian, Tyler Forbes. Now, if you remember, I had nothing prepared, really. And I still have nothing prepared. So I'll spare you guys the details, but I bombed hard. Like, I got no laughs whatsoever. I think I told a joke I made up in grade school, and I told another joke about Game of Thrones that was so niche that even people that watch the show have no idea what the fuck I was talking about. And that would have been okay. That would have been something I just chalk up to first-time mistakes. But as soon as I got on stage, the girl comes back. And she doesn't come back alone. She comes back with a guy on her arm. That they're talking, they're laughing, they're having fun. So I come back after bombing on stage for a minute and a half, and I sit down next to her and this new guy, and to give you some idea how I feel, imagine being on stage, making a fool of yourself, and then coming back to find the girl you were interested in with a new guy. It's basically like that. It's a very unique experience. And I'm kind of having this group conversation with this girl and this new guy, and I'm trying to figure out, are they together? They haven't mentioned the word boyfriend and girlfriend, but they're really close, they're talking to each other, they're really comfortable. And I start looking at this guy, kind of trying to size him up, and I look him up and I say, or I don't say, I think to myself, yeah, he's okay. He's not that attractive. I think I got him beat. But, I don't know. Maybe they have a past history here. So I'm looking at him, and he all of a sudden starts and looks at me. And I get the impression he's kind of telling me with his eyes, back off, man. She's my girl, back off. But I realized that if he's saying this, maybe there's a little insecurity. Maybe I have a chance. So I kind of look back and think, okay, I can do this. She's fair game. If I can get her, then she's mine. So we kind of stare back at each other for a few minutes, back and forth, and eventually she gets up and goes to the bathroom. And he scoots over to the stool next to me and says, hey man, can I buy you a drink? And I realize we haven't been fighting over a girl. He's been checking me out, and I've been checking him out for 10 minutes. And he thinks that I'm interested in him. Which I mean is just flattering, because let's face it, gay guys are way pickier than straight girls. I make that clear. I'm sorry, man. I'm not interested in that. I'm actually interested in the girl. And he decides, you know what? From this point on, I'm declaring myself. I'm going to be your wingman. I'm going to get you this girl. And he tells me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal her lighter, and I'm going to give you mine. And when she goes out for a smoke, you're going to go with her. And when she realizes she doesn't have her lighter, you can, hold one out, be the hero. So you start really maybe earn some points in that way. So everything's working great. That plan is going swimmingly until she says, "Hey, do you want to smoke?" And I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I have no intention of smoking. And I could have very easily just told her that. But what if she asks why I'm carrying a lighter around if I don't smoke? Am I just waiting for the opportunity to give a girl a light? So I do what any selfish, responsible, intelligent man will do. I lied my ass off and I said, sure, yeah, give me a smoke. So I'm out there smoking and I feel like I'm standing there being all Marlboro Man cool. What do you do? But I was more likely probably... Yeah, what do you do? A little bit nervous. Unfortunately, I guess, she was either drunk or I thought, or she had a thing for guys that were coughing up a lung. And we ended up having a great time. We talked for a while and we went out. But I have not very often been able to bumble my way into going out with a girl. How many of you guys have ever run into someone and or run into someone you thought was attractive and not had the opportunity to get their number or meet them again? So you think to yourself, maybe I'll go back around the place where I met them, bump into them again, and be like, oh, what are you doing here? And you get a second chance. This happened to me once. I was coming home from work and I ran into this girl coming out of the store. And I look at her and I'm like, wow, you were the most beautiful girl I've ever run into looking at her coming out of the store. And she turns and walks away, because I said this in my head out loud. And I think, okay, I've got the front table was normally being mean to everybody else, I've got Katie. But I decided, I'm going to come back to the store. I work not far from here. I can kind of hang out at the store if I run into this girl again, because people have to shop for kids for more than that. So every day for a week, I came by, I went into the store, I walked around, picked stuff up, looked at it, put it back down, wandered around for about 10 minutes, and I was leaving. And this was going pretty well for about a week, until one day I'm in there picking stuff up, and the sales associate comes up to me and says, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm receiving complaints from the customers. I'm going to have to leave Victoria's Secret and not come back. Another time, recently I actually just started taking classes at Second City. Okay, this is not... That's okay. So I started taking classes at Second City, an improv school in Toronto, in Chicago. I've never been there. But one of the first things they ever teach you is this thing called yes and. And that's, if anyone ever gives you an idea, you respond with yes and. So you don't ever feel excluded or turned down. And there's this girl in my class that's quite attractive. So after class I went up to her and I said, hey, would you like to meet a coffee with me? Or something. She looks at me and she says, yes and. I'm feeling pretty confident. So I say, and maybe get some dinner. She looks at me and she says, yes, and I say, then we can go to a movie. She looks at me and she says, yes, and I'm going to spare you the long details, but ended up being the craziest month I've ever spent in Yellowknife.
Stevie.